Hi everyone, this is Makita of the Boston Bidoofs, and today I'm going to be going over my Week 8 battle versus my very good friend, Hollow Kid of the LA Lucarios. And this is going to be a fun battle because he's my practice partner every week, so this week I'm going in blind. I just made my team. I made a couple changes last second. We're about to get into the battle here. A couple changes last second. But I think they're going to be very useful this week. As you can see, I got a couple things different than I normally do. But yeah, if you look at his team, he's got some very scary mons. He's got Corviknight, which I don't really have a great way to deal with outside of Zero Aura. Slowking will be annoying though. He has Rillaboom, which kind of just it destroys my water types, which is very unfortunate. And still, I think Oko's Ninetales with Grassy Glide. But it doesn't want to take a hit from it, so it can't switch into me. Darmanitan's just overall very scary hard hitter. You're going to deal a lot of damage even just with a banded U-turn or scarfed U-turn. Well, my Milotic is going to be very annoying as a wall, as will Sylveon. And Nidoking is not as big of a threat. It can set up Stealth Rocks, and it is super effective against a lot of my stuff, but I don't think it's going to be that much of a problem because of how frail it is. So, and my Slowking can take a hit from it, so we'll see. So this just got right into my team. So I started off with Choice Banded Zero Aura this week. No speed because he has a really slow team. Like everything on his team gets outsped by Zero Aura pretty much no matter what, unless it's like Scarfed Max Speed Darmanitan, but we'll have to deal with that when it comes to it. But yeah, so I have Plasma Fist, Knockoff, Fire Punch, and Volt Switch. Just for the coverage, Knockoff's gonna hit anything hard. I'll probably lead with it and just click Knockoff on something, see what happens. He does like to lead Darmanitan though, so maybe that's not the best play, but I think with the defensivies I should at least live one Earthquake. Fire Punch is gonna be my best way to deal with Corviknight, or not Corviknight, sorry, Rillaboom. And it hits Corviknight quite nicely. If I can get the burn, that'd be great. But Plasma Fist is there for that. It also hits I think 2-hit KOs Milotic with Plasma Fist. It should do a lot of damage to Sylveon because usually he runs specially defensive. And Volt Switch is just a great way to pivot if he doesn't switch into Nidoking or into Dracozolt or into Porygon, which actually is a pretty decent option versus my team this week. So we'll see if he decides to bring that, because he knows I love Porygon. I feel like he'll probably bring it as a way for me to play against one of my favorite evolution lines. But anyways, next up I have my Slowking with Rindoberry. The reason I have Rindoberry on this and not Swampert is because I feel like at least Slowking can retaliate against the Rillaboom, whereas Swampert, even with Rindoberry, I believe will die in one hit. So going for a Flamethrower through the Rindoberry is going to be quite nice, especially if I get that burn on the Rillaboom. But I went with Surf this week over Scald because I want to be able to do as much damage as possible. And Scald, I remember what I calced it for, but it doesn't do half to something. I want to say Darmanitan, but I feel like it would. So I don't remember exactly why I have Surf, but I know that the damage was very important against something specific. Where Yawn is a great way to catch something that he pivots into to deal with it and teleport out myself. So I'm excited to use Yawn Teleport, see how that goes. But yeah, that's that. So next up, I actually brought the first time I'm bringing Life Orb at all this season, and it's on my Sandslash. And the reason for that is I am bringing Icicle Crash, but no Swords Dance. So I want to be able to do as much damage as I possibly can. Once that hail is up, I want to be able to do damage to something, because as you can, if you look at his team, once Corviknight's gone, Sandslash is going to do a lot of damage to a lot of his mons, if not KOing them. If I can get 5 turns of hail up, kill him 5 turns of killing a mon in every turn, then, you know, Sandslash, you know, this might be the week where you finally come in clutch. We'll see. I haven't got it to work yet this season, unfortunately, but this might be the one. And I think this was my last second change. I didn't have Sandslash on. I had Ditto because I was really worried about that Darmanitan. But that's risky because I feel like if he's going to Scarf something, it's going to be the Darmanitan, and I don't want to risk speed tying and dying to an Earthquake. So that's that. Yeah, I have Ice Shard there because I want to be able to outspeed that Rillaboom if Sand Slash gets low. I want to be able to outspeed the Grassy Glide. The Iron Head's going to do a lot of damage to the Sylveon, if not KOing it. Icicle Crash, it's going to suck if I miss, and that's why I usually bring Icicle Spear. But without Swords Dance, Icicle Spear just doesn't do enough this week, so I have to do Icicle Crash. And of course, Earthquake for the Nidoking, without having to risk the Icicle Shard miss, or Icicle Crash miss. And for the Dracozolt, anything that is weakened enough for the Earthquake to deal with it. So yeah, that's my Sandslash set. Next up is my Occaberry Cobalion, and I opted for Occaberry because it can do a lot of damage to that Darmanitan, and I don't really have anything that's a surefire answer to it. He brings in the Darmanitan on my Cobalion. He's probably going to Flare Blitz, expecting me to die, and then I'll be able to kill it with a close combat. If he U-turns, that's fine. I'm going to get a close combat off on something on his team. It's going to hurt a lot. Only thing that's not going to that I'm not going to like hitting is that Corviknight with Rocky Helmet, but we'll see. Iron Head obviously for stab, Volt Switch for the pivoting, and I have Stealth Rocks because his only defogger is the Corviknight. If for some reason he doesn't bring the Corviknight, it's just free rocks, but he brings it pretty much every week, and I would expect him to, because it does a lot of work to my team. Next up is my Assault Vest Swampert. He just has a lot of special attackers that I don't want to have to deal with, so having Assault Vest Swampert is just some nice damage. It's going to Flip Turn or Earthquake on something, and it's going to do a lot of damage. So it's also, like, obviously you just switch in Rillaboom into Swampert, so going for the Flip Turn, assuming he doesn't have Arctivish, which I don't think he will, is just a free pivot into something better. So that's that. Ice Punch is for the Rillaboom if I ever have the opportunity to predict that switch, but I think Flip Turn is usually the better option. Superpower, Liepard, Arctivision, Porygon, really, but it's probably not going to be clicked. I kind of had a spare slot here. I could have slotted in Stealth Rocks in case the Assault Vest gets knocked off, but I'm going to stick with this just for now. And last but not least, of course, is my Ninetales with Heavy Duty Boots. He only has Nidoking as his Stealth Rocker, so I'm not too worried about the rocks, but it's just a nice free item to have. And Blizzard deals with the Nidoking anyway, assuming that it's not Focus Sash. It will die to the Hail after it, but I don't want to end up dying myself. Of course, I have Moonblast on there, Double Stab, Foul Play. I mean, it's for Dusclops, I guess. But there's a lot of spare moves sets on my Pokemon this week. That didn't really make too much of a difference. And then last but not least, of course, is my Heal Bell, which is my staple move on the Ninetales. So that's my team this week. Hopefully the Hail can get set up and allow Sandslash to sweep. But at the end of the day, it's a game against my buddy, and I think we're going to have a good time. So wish me luck, and let's get right into the battle. Alright, so our battle has begun, and he brought Liepard and Porygon. Interesting. Liepard and Porygon. No Dracozolt. No Corviknight. Let's go. Wow, perfect placement. That's actually crazy. Because of the Liepard, I'm going to lead Zeraora. I'm just going to go straight for a knockoff. I don't really know what he plans to do. But Darmanitan is the only thing... I mean, Nidoking too. But I don't die to anything Darmanitan uses. If it's Scarfed. Woo! Let's see what he does. Liepard. Okay, perfect. He can't Prankster Thunderwave me. I'm just gonna click Plasma Fists. He's probably going to set up a Sunny Day as a potential out to Hail. Not now, but like later on in the battle. Use knockoff, that's fine. So he's scarfed. And honestly, kind of losing that is nice. It's not scarfed. That's right, I didn't spec my EVs for Lipard. I spec'd it for everything else. So losing the band's kind of annoying, but I'm going to get a knockoff on something. My guess will probably be not Porygon. Yeah, Porygon. That's my guess. It's his child, yep. It's a shame he traced my Volt Absorb, though. I'm just going to straight up switch. What am I scared of from this thing? Not much, honestly. I'm going to go into Slow King, just kind of see what he does. And I'm going to try to yawn. He definitely made this battle interesting. I was not expecting to see Porygon, but that is my boy. Try attack. That's okay. Does not look offensive. I'm going to click yawn, and then if he stays in, I'm going to teleport. If he switches, we'll have to see. Oh. Not bad, not bad. That's pretty funny. But it doesn't really matter because I have teleport. It worked. Rillaboom. Sylveon. Here's the deal. I kind of wanted to go into Cobalion, but I think I'm just going to go in and flip turn. Because he stayed in. All right. Did a lot. Let's go back to Slowking because I'm scared now. What you got for me? Interesting. Took my Rindo, which actually sucks pretty badly. But I'm going to teleport out again. So like basically a free switch into his Rillaboom every time. What you got for me? Porygon again. Okay. That is an annoying thing to trace. I will say that for sure. I'm still going to go into Cobalion here. And without Corviknight, he doesn't really have a way to defog, so it's going to be really nice to have these Stealth Rocks up. He stayed in. Interesting. Try attack probably. Recover. That's definitely interesting considering he has Regenerator, but that's okay. I think he was trying to scout the damage or sack it, but I'm just going to Volt Switch now. What do I not want to deal with? Let me tell you, this kind of threw me for a loop. Because it's not doing anything, but it's annoying. I'm gonna go straight for a blizzard. He'll probably get the status this time. Please be burn. Oh, he didn't. That's unfortunate. So he's probably just gonna sack it if I was to guess. Alright. He's gonna sack the Lightbird. That's fine. Darmanitan. Now it's not boots, which makes me think that it is scarfed or life orb. I'm more of the theory that it is life orb Nidoking though. Flare Blitz, perfect. That might be banded. I need the Slowking, because that did a lot of damage. So I'm going to go into Swampert. I should have done that originally, but I didn't think it would do that much. I'm guessing banded for sure. Woo! I'm letting him kill himself. Ooh, a crit. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. I was like, that should not have done that much damage. Hail stopped. That is unfortunate. Shoot. I would have really liked to keep Swampert alive, but it's gotta go. Mm-hmm. So the issue that I have is I can't outspeed it with anything. Assuming that he is scarfed. I think it's banded with that damage though. So I'm gonna go into Cobalion. If he is scarfed, he'll outspeed. If he is not scarfed, he should die. Excuse me. He knows I'm not scarfed. How badly am I playing right now? Okay, not scarfed. What did I lose? I lost Swampert. So now I bring Ninetales out. To get the hail up. It's weird that he kept Porygon alive. I feel like that's something you definitely sack when the opportunity arises. And Zeraora is kind of useless now. I think the residual damage is going to be the end of him. I'm going to go into Slowking. And if he Magical Leafs again, that's a good play. I don't think Hyper Voice will be a 2-hit KO, though. I don't think Magical Leaf is a 2-hit KO either. Let's see how much damage it does. Mystical Fire. Mystical Fire, Magical Leaf, Hyper Voice. So I'm guessing It's a spec set. Definitely an offensive set. I think I yawn. I don't think I'm scared of this. Not specs. Expert belt, maybe? I'm going into Zera Aura. What does he go into? Child. So the trace is annoying because that regenerator keeps happening, but I think I just pummel this thing. Fire punch, maybe? I'm going to click knockoff because I don't think he's going to stay in. Yeah. Okay. Throat spray. Okay. I'm going to click fire punch here just in case he goes into Rillaboom, but I'm pretty sure Sylveon dies to any of my attacks. And I don't want the Porygon to trace the Volt Absorb either. Mm-hmm. That might be a 2-hit KO. Oh, that's so annoying. I should live this, though. Yeah, that's crazy. I see no reason not to go for knockoff. Yeah. So Porygon is now dead. You know, laugh if you want, but that thing is a nuisance. Even when it's the first form. Porygon 2, goated. Favorite Pokemon of all time. That one, quite annoying. Genuinely, I'm hoping he gets cocky and swords dances. I need to knock this thing off immediately. Grassy Glide's fine. Yeah, Zeraora's time has come. He did a good job. I think I win with Sandslash now. So I'm going to sack Ninetales here. Not having Corviknight was huge for me, honestly. Although this is Yachi Berry, it's going to be a little awkward. Okay, so that tells me he's banded most likely. Please don't miss. Okay. All right. I keep forgetting. I always forget to get rid of mine. Rillaboom's gone. I don't see a world where I lose this battle now, but missing would be unfortunate. Especially since grassy terrain's up. Please don't miss. Please don't miss. Okay. Oh my gosh. I finally got Sandslash to work. I didn't think it was going to happen, honestly. But you know what? This is why it's a 2-point mod that I think was very valuable in the situations where it works. He had no priority to take care of me, so that was very important, especially once Darmanitan was gone. Oh man. GG, Danny, GG Hollow Kid. You were a great opponent. You had me very nervous a couple times in that match, but it was fun, and it was nice to see your Porygon and your Liepard. So GG, and hopefully I battle you again. I know I will, because we always play together, so thanks for watching.